Right,
It's a
hello.
bit rude making the courier wait.
Yeah. Hello, I'm back. We're back into the hacking business. Haha. Oh, okay. Gateman's history. Rodrigo Borgia. So, as Templar Grandmaster from 1476 until his death, for too long this man, no faith and passion, suffered under a smear campaign at the hands of his enemy Etios Auditore, that will now be celebrated and remembered for his progressive outlook and focus on family values. So, obviously, we'll get a bunch of these things, which is basically, oh yeah, Templar are good. Everyone. I thought that was a person there. Um, while the assassins are bad, smear campaigns at a minimum. Haha. Which suggests that these
Hey, Dad.
people behind these.
It's funny. I have this memory of you, one I keep coming back to, and I always think about it when I'm working or just before going to bed, because it sort of calms me, I guess. I was 14, I think, and you were trying to teach me how to walk with a light step. Remember that? How to be mindful of how much noise I made when I moved around. Simple stuff. Stuff I understand now, but back then, I gotta tell you, I thought you were just being an asshole. You told me you were gonna go up to your room and sit with your back to the door and read a book. And you wanted me to wait at least 15 minutes and then sneak up there and tap you on the shoulder without you knowing. I even remember the book you were reading at the time, the one by Captain Johnson. And you warned me that if you caught me, we'd have to start all over. Then you went upstairs. And I waited. I waited, and I waited, and I waited. I waited 4 hours before deciding to go up. And even then, it took me 20 minutes to get to the foot of the stairs. And another 30 to get up them. And then 10 to get down the hall, and there I was at the door and peeked into your room. And I was so hoping that you'd be asleep. But no, you were still reading, and I just about shit myself. But 10 minutes later, I was just 5 feet away from you. And that's when I remember setting my foot down. And you flinched. Ever so slightly. You flinched. I thought maybe I'd imagined it, but I knew you'd heard me. You didn't say anything. You just checked your watch, you reached for your drink, you took a sip, and then you kept reading. But I knew I'd failed. You didn't say anything. I didn't understand why. Then I lunged and tapped you on the shoulder, and you turned around, and oh, fantastic, you said, and you scooped me up, and you gave me a big hug, and I didn't say anything. But Dad, I was so pissed off. I wanted to scream at you. I failed, and you knew it, but you said nothing. And I stayed mad for weeks. I thought you were patronizing me. But maybe you decided right there that I was never going to be the man you wanted me to be. But I realized just a few years ago that you checking your watch, that was the clue, wasn't it? You let me win because I had been so patient. I guess that impressed you. You know, maybe at that moment you thought it might be better to be my dad instead of my mentor. I don't really know. Maybe for you they're one and the same. You know, either way, I'm happy to know that both my mentor and my dad are looking out for me that day. I didn't understand that then. I think I do now.
So yeah, Desmond took voice memos, obviously, and that's what's in there. Like, are we just randomly getting stereo systems, or are these people who work in the outer rooms specifically working on other Templar-based stuff?
It's a bit rude making the courier wait.
Yeah, I'll get to it in a second. Just doing a bit of looking around. Is that not what the Templars, the assassins, want? As much information as they can get? Oh yeah, these computers, I believe
Be
this...
careful now. As the data moves, there are security programs constantly monitoring the data flow. You need to sneak past them, or they will destroy your data and send it back home.
Basically Frogger, for those of you who know that game. My grandmother had I think she still does have it,
I have now resumed the practice of dressing as a man, and have put off my woman's dress.
Why did you take it? Who made you take it?
I took it of my own free will, with no constraint. I prefer a man's dress to a woman's.
You made an oath, Jeanne. You swore to never again dress as a man.
I never meant to swear that I would not resume the practice.
Why have you done so?
Because it is more lawful and suitable for me to return to the practice of wearing a man's dress, being always among men, than to have a woman's dress. I have resumed it because a promise made to me has not been.
How is he?
Hour 3, doing well.
Are we still in 18th century Hungary?
No. His connection is so stable, he's jumped between a few ancestors today. We're in 15th century France now. Turns out he's related to one of Joan of Arc's executioners.
Surprise.
Eileen, yesterday Vidic asked me to help him work out some of the bugs in his audiovisual renderer, and I told him...
No. Come on, Satish, not you.
It wouldn't be permanent. A few months at most.
Months? That will kill every ounce of momentum we have.
It won't, I promise. Honestly, I think this could help us. If I can get a look at what these people are doing, we could...
Come on. He's trying to pull you over to his side. Don't you see that? He's luring you with quick victory and prestige.
That's not what this is about, honestly.
I need to get back to work.
Eileen, I'm sorry.
Do what you must. I'll survive.
Surrogate Initiative, Test Session 32, April 2nd, 1981. Host Eileen Bach. DNA sample SV1970.
Miriam, are you awake?
What?
Miriam, they're coming for me.
Oh, is the guards?
I see them from my window, massing in the courtyard. My time is up.
Basil, don't say this. You don't know that.
Forgive me for this, Miriam. But I must tell you something. The artifact. We have it. But only Oscar and I know its location.
Don't tell me.
They will release you. Your family has connections. You must take the artifact and bring it to the assassins in Paris.
Please don't. I don't want to know. It's safer if I don't.
Hush now. If I die, Knowledge of its location dies with me. You must bring it to the assassins.
Assassins? I don't understand.
It's a spy of St. Petrus.
No, I don't want to hear.
Sound 7!
Hello?
Eileen, hi. It's Carl.
Carl, I know it's you.
Sorry, you just sound exhausted. Did I wake you?
No, I've just been busy.
It sounds like it.
I'm just a little tired, that's all.
No, I mean, your project sounds fascinating. Your colleague, Dr. Warren Vidic, he called me recently and he told me what you've been up to.
He what? Warren?
Yeah, he told us about your research, memories, ancestry, all of that. He even asked if we'd be willing to come in and...
No! Jesus, no! What the hell is he doing?
Eileen, it's okay. We signed some papers, non-disclosure stuff.
No! He's trying to fuck me over. Damn it!
Eileen, we just talked about my mother, just like you and I did. World War II. That's all.
It's the artifact.
The what?
Carl, if he calls you again, you tell him you work through me, okay? That's it. Vidic has been a pain in my ass for years, and I don't need him getting all the glory for my 2 years of hard work.
All right. So how should I go about this? I mean, the wheels are in motion.
I don't know. Just go through me if he contacts you again. Please?
All right.
You'll do that?
Of course. Yes.
Thank you, Carl. I'm sorry I was short with you. I've just been exhausted. That's all.
It's all right, hon. Just take care of yourself.
Okay, yeah. So it seems subject 0,
For that package myself, but I'm deep into some database coding.
and has some variety of ancestors that have been wormholed into the Templars, and obviously then try to go through the family to get the same data, because either she stopped cooperating or it was a getting close to death type thing, because I mean, obviously every one of the previous dudes, the previous subjects have stopped.
Okay, it's been a few weeks since the last recording. Sorry about that. Of course, I guess it's just a few seconds for you. I'll leap down the playlist. Anyway, I was talking about Clay. Casmeric, subject 16. So, when I fell into a coma back in Italy and woke up in the Animus Black Room, it was so calming. It felt like I had woken up into a dream, haze, a dream where none of this mess had ever happened. Felt like I should just be getting ready for another day of pouring drinks at bad weather, and another day of complaining about being between girlfriends and wondering what the hell to do with myself. But when I saw Clay just sitting there, it started to come back, piece by piece. And when he told me about Lucy, fuck, it hurt. Realizing that I killed her without thinking or feeling anything. Not at the time, anyway. Well, then things just kept piling on. There were more memories of Ezio and Altair and the First Civilization. And then, right before he vanished, Clay passed on his memories to me. He showed me everything he had seen and lived through, and it was brief, but overwhelming. Not really sure how to explain. He saw glimpses of Adam and Eve and their escape from slavery. He saw the beginning and the end of the war between the First for Civ and humans. He saw Minerva, Juno, and Tinia trying to work out their calculations. At least that's what they called them. They had these tools, these powerful machines that could predict possible futures. Not what was going to happen, but what could happen. Probabilities. And, well, they spent a lot of energy trying to figure out what was the most likely scenario for the future. Theirs and ours. And in the end, I guess they figured I was their most likely candidate. Some guy named Desmond living at the beginning of the 21st century of the Common Era. But which Desmond was the right one? Because, you see, probability is a weird thing. It can branch out in so many ways. Which version of me did they need? Was it the Desmond who got married early and had a son? One who stayed single in New York? Or was it the Desmond who moved to San Francisco to be a waiter? Maybe it was the Desmond who worked at an auto body shop in Chicago, or maybe it was the me who never ran away from his parents in the first place. First Civ had countless variations to choose from, but in the end, the lucky one was me. I'm the Desmond their best calculations spit out. I'm the Desmond they left their messages for, and I guess I have to live with that honor. What an honor. Pretty tired. There'll be more later. Ciao.
Okay. I think we're going to listen to Desmond's talks, but not the Subject Zero ones. At least that's what I'm deciding at this current point in time. Don't know if that's what we'll stick with.
Making the courier wait.
Job is well below my skill level.
Yeah, well, your coffee is shit. You could use some practice.
What? No. I followed that recipe to the letter.
It's an art, Sean, not a science.
That's great. Huh. It has an image of the,
Oh, look who's here. So you didn't forget, after all. You're just incredibly rude. And made poor Rebecca here wait for nearly 30 minutes.
You limey. Be nice. Sorry about him. He's high on his own supply. So, how should we do this? Data transfer? Great. That should do it.
Rebecca and Sean.
We'll email you the receipt. Till next time. Take care, Sean.
Bye-bye, yes, bye. And don't expect any more free coffee. Arrogant. She's great, isn't she?
Hey, I just got word the courier has come and gone. Wonderful, you're a miracle. No, that's an exaggeration. You're not a miracle. You're an employee, doing a job. But thanks for helping out. Anyway, thanks. Have fun pirating.
That is the Auditore family manor. Like, sure, very, very stealthy. Like, it's not exactly something that that Abstergo would immediately be looking around and then go, ah yes, that is specifically in relation to Ezio Auditore, who, you know, in relation to Desmond Miles. Which is one way for the assassins to still be around. Because what other reason would there be for like, why would the Templars have the Auditore family mansion? I suppose they never actually. No, they probably would have noted the manor where both their enemies lived and where they murdered the and where Ezio did live for, you know, like a couple of decades before it was eventually destroyed.
Projet échantillon 17. Support to the second floor sample 17 project.
Why? I mean, obviously it's just some like standard image that they use for all the screens, but
Oi. Where you going, the market?
No, my parents have asked me to come live with them, and I'd like to.
Oh, what do you mean, live with them? You live here with me.
I'm sorry, Edward, but my father is right. You had a decent wage when you worked the farm. Why can you not be satisfied with that? With me?
Decent wage? That job was near as, damn it, to robbery. You want to be married to a peasant the whole of your life?
All right, Edward. All right.
You leave now, Caroline. You never know what's coming to us. Caroline! Caroline!
so he was an angry drunkard one upon it.
Wake up, Kenway.
What's that about?
He left this morning with the galleon, as faith will discover a good use for this old cove ourselves.
Aye, we'll make something of it in time. We could keep a fleet here if we liked. And with a bit of fixing up, it'd be a decent place to call home. Might even convince my wife to come one day.
You're married, are you?
In God's eyes, I am. She left me some time ago.
Even so, keep that fact hid away. Most of these pirates don't respect a man with higher commitments than rum and plunder.
Call mine honor. Let me know if you find anything.
So first thing first, we are going to run around the cove. Oh. Means we're going to have to follow the captain first. But yeah, we can eventually take ships for our own like fleet, which is like a passive money gain thing.
Over here. I found something. You must see this. Come on, man.
Odd-looking things, aren't they? Old and weathered.
Is this what they call Mayan? Or is it Aztec?
Are you good with riddles, Edward? Puzzles and ponderings and the like?
No worse than the next man, why?
I think you've a natural gift for it. The way you think and work. The way you understand the world.
Well, I don't know about that. You're talking in riddles now and I don't understand a word.
Clamber on top of this thing here, will you? Let me solve something.
So a few years
Concentrate
ago,
and focus all your senses. Look past shadow and sound, deep into matter.
Ah, right. I know this feeling. I have since I was a lad. It's like using every sense at once, isn't it?
a few years ago, I made basically homemade stress balls, basically balloon filled with flour.
You are a gifted man, Edward.
Has a strange look. Is it worth something?
Nothing you can spend. But if you find all of them, it'll lead to something grand.
How many?
A few dozen, I think. This way. I've something else to show you.
one of the stress balls is broken, and I'm gonna throw it out between things. Yeah, so all around the map there are these. We've found some of them.
I found something else just here. I think it'll take this.
Do I have to stay near him? Like, can I loot this area and then go after Kid? Oh, a little cove. Then a way to quickly get back to our ship should we need it. However, I'm just going to be running around the island a little. But yeah, I love how Edward's excuse for being able to do all this running and jumping is, I'm a sailor. Like Altair trained all his life. Ezio secretly trained all his life. Like, he didn't figure out that that's what was happening until the death of his father, but it still did happen. Connor, the implication that he's basically self-taught. Oh, this is here. Okay. Yeah, the implication is that Connor's self-taught and basically went and improved his own abilities, while also and then obviously like for the basic, being able to run through trees and pull his own body weight up, before, you know, being trained for a great many years by what's his name? By Achilles. Then with Aveline, she was kind of trained. I mean, either she was sought out or she sought out herself, in relation to the dude who was her mentor for a while, for the longest while before he eventually removed himself from the setting. Because Aveline wouldn't do it. Really, that is, yeah, now we just need to continue to follow Kid.
Now this has the makings of a mystery.
It's good, isn't it? Only wait till you see what lies at the end. Here we are. What do you think?
I think Monsieur Ducasse was a man of many secrets.
Aye, and look here. A solid staircase leading God knows where. What do you suppose lies at the top?
Wait. Well, we got Haytham Kenway's clothes, the Aquila's sails, and Ursula Benjamin. I vaguely remember that shit. And Queen Anne's Revenge. That's Queen Anne's Revenge is okay, this is eventually removed, so you can just run in here. Queen Anne's Revenge is Blackbeard's ship, I believe. But yeah, the richer you get, the more money is actually displayed. Like, the more wealth is displayed there. I mean, this is...
From what I knew of Ducasse, I wouldn't be surprised to find eclectic instruments of torture and villainy. An Iron Maiden or a collection of thumbscrews.
Or a pair of hands.
And then his house.
Not a nice way to kick off. But that is some damn fine gear.
Try the key you took from Ducasse.
That's one. Only 4 left.
Aye. It might be that these 4 Templars have them. See the names here? They've been sent to kill these 4 targets.
Hang me, that's the map I sold to Governor Torres in Havana. He said it marked the location of assassin encampments.
You think maybe you owe them a bit of warning, then? If you have any kind of heart beating in that chest.
Suppose I could. If it leads me to the 4 other keys.
Bad excuse is better than none at all.
So yeah, basically Templar hunt, do some missions, we get rid of the Templars, and then we get the keys after helping each of them out, which will give us access into here, which is Templar outfit. Well, roughly Templar themed outfit. This place just gets filled with pirates at some point. Okay, let's go around this way to get those items. Ooh, what's that? That's interesting. Then we'll go sell off the kid. Interesting. We can buy upgrades for this place eventually. I'm including a little house. I think it's a little house up here. And now it's been opened up for us, that's great.
Leaving already?
I think this cove suits you best, Edward. Better than that costume does.
Oh, come on now. We're pirates, kid. We take as we please and become who we like. Self-made men.
But that look ain't you. It's not who you are.
Who am I then?
Hard to tell some days.
The outfit looks great, though.
All I know is you like dangerous prizes.
Like the observatory. I think you know more about that than you let on in Nassau.
You noticed that, did you? Meet me at 20 degrees, 3 minutes latitude just off the coast of Yucatan. I'll have something to show you there in a few weeks' time.
So yeah, in case it isn't obvious already, Kid's a Templar. An assassin. Kid's an assassin, not a Templar. He's an she is an assassin. But yeah. Oh, we still have a secret somewhere. Oh. And then in there's cove upgrades. What's that? Yeah, Kid is an assassin. Which is why she's like, yeah, you should go, you know, deal with what you started. Go rescue my assassin buddies that you have put. You basically just put their heads on the chopping block for. I think I have to sail around. Well, swim around, which is annoying. And then I'll teleport back to the manor to have a look at some of the upgrades. Oh, I can't go there? I'll get that thing eventually. But yeah, around the place there'll be cove upgrades. You basically go meet with your crew to purchase available upgrades for Edward's hideout on Great Iguana. Inagua, sorry. A lot of them are cosmetic. I think they're all cosmetic actually.
This still doesn't quite feel like home.
Renovate the outside.
It's still missing a little something.
Next we can get towns and gardens, but obviously we need a lot more money to do that. Because the reason don't really want to start the 10 Ways Fleet thing right now is because obviously the bigger and better ships are better for the fleet. So I'd want to do it like mostly man of wars.
Captain. I've been needing coin to set up the shipyard, Captain. The faster we have the needful gold, the sooner our ships will rule the waves.
Harbour Master. So here we have the Harbour Master. This is a tavern.
Spare me your jugs just a wee bit. The men do sorely lack a place to do their wenching and debauching. With a little coin encouragement, I could have the old place Bristol fashion, and a flow of rum fit to obliterate a good tar proper like.
Don't have the money. Yeah, but we'll come back here with a lot more money one day.
I'll not play duck and drake with you, Captain. I need coin to build a little emporium. I'd be ever obliged. And a local shop would bring in many a useful ware for you as repayment.
Yeah, general store. $700 for a store. That's cool. But yeah, we need to go and start just gathering loot.
Captain has the helm.
Sail out to sea.
Oi, Captain. We found a trove of nautical maps and ledgers and the like, scattered about the village. You'll find them sorted in the captain's quarters of the Jackdaw. Quality stuff.
Nautical maps and ledgers. Might come in useful. We decide to build up a fleet of our own.
Exactly my thinking, Captain. Have a look for yourself and tell me what you think.
So Kenway's fleet. Basically, you can get ships and then send them out for a variety of tasks, ultimately getting you money. If it wants to load, that is. Because I think this goes through the internet, which, you know, bit of an issue, but okay, so we... Okay, yeah, well, can't do Kenway's fleet. That's fine. Oh, I accidentally launched some fire barrels.
Get our course today, Captain. It's a fine day for any kind of mischief.
What's your feeling?
I'll make no secret of wanting to see the British brought to heel. If we can take their gold and put it to use ourselves, I'd be a happy man.
Spoken like a true Welshman, Addy.
And what's your aim?
Master Kid hinted at a prize he was eager to show me down in Tulum. Quite some distance, mind, on the Yucatan Peninsula.
You trust him to play it fair?
I can't be sure. He has a way of picking away at my conscience that gives me pause. I should go see him soon.
So long as we take some prizes along the way, I'm sure the crew will understand. I'll set a course for Tulum.
Oh, frigate.
Schooner! Royal...
Enemy making for us! Pull down the Howland!
So we can send Genoa's fleet, but honestly, if it's not a man of war, I'm not going to bother. Is that the best way to do things? Probably not, but... it is the way I do it.
On your mark, come on! That's a pirate hunter! Ready to fire, sir! Put a shot right through there! Take a shot right there, sir! Incoming fire! The boys are ramming all costs, sir! Fire! Look out! Put a shot right through there!
Repair the tractor. And we're gonna go deal that pirate hunter and then call it there, because after this I'm gonna close down the game for a while didn't mean to ram it till it died, but it's fine.
Fall down and clue up! Take them all in! Go! Go!
Pretty sure that chest number has went up. Could be wrong though. But yeah. Now the goal is basically travel around, do a bunch of stuff, see the sights. Ooh. Black Island. Probably gonna go up to Nassau and then head south, hitting all these islands and plantations and stuff. At least that's the nothing is true. Though we still do need the other thing. Oh, Cape Bonavista, I remember there. Wasn't too far away from Havana. Now we have the Templar Hunt. Oh, that's a warehouse as well. So we may head back to Havana. Actually, yes, we will head back to Havana. Templar Hunt and a warehouse. Yeah. See you next time, where we'll go and do that.